Welcome everyone. I want to show you how to use a lot of filters to control other filter. Yeah, in Tableau, I use parameter action, which is once I click on these are parameters. So once I click on one, it should filter the other one. Yeah, I should highlight the other filters. Yeah. So and these filters are connected to these calculations. So in Power BI also, we can do the same thing. So now let's do that. I've already created 3 tables, which is let me show you how it looks like. Let me just edit it. So this is the first table, just period 1 index. This is second table, and this is the third table. Yep. So that's just it. Now, and if you go back to the relationship, I make sure that all the 3 tables they are disconnected. Don't connect them. And to do that, now let's create filters. Let's use the slicer rather. Let's use the slicer. I'll click on period, and I want my slicer to be one row, and I have 5 buttons, right? Yep, this is what I have, right? And I want whenever it is selected, it should filled with, let me choose this blue. Yep. And make sure it is, go to the selection and make sure it is for selection. Yeah, single select for selection, so that when you double click it won't. So if I don't have 4 selections, so I'll have something like this, but I want the 4 selection. So this is it. So I want the same thing for the other period also. Copy and paste. Now you see they filter each other because they are the same thing. So now let's just come here and bring in the second period. Yep. And the third period also. Yep, I'm bringing the third period. Yep, we have it. So you see, this one is working independently, and this one is working independent. Now to make sure they work very well, they work correctly, just come to the sync filters. So sync slicer. So just name it filter. Make sure the name is the same thing. Come to the second filter, paste it, and come to the third filter and paste it. So we have something like this. So maybe you want to have the fourth period, or maybe you want to have the fourth filter. You can just the default slicer also to control themselves. You can just come to home, enter data. Maybe you have 4 also. You can just come here, period, and index 1 2 3 4 5. And make sure they are the same. And 4 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 2 3 4 5. Yep, I have something like this. This is the period 4, right? Period 4. So let's go back to our relationship and let's make sure that all the tips are disconnected. Yep, make sure you disconnect them. Yeah, I don't want them. So I don't all these slicer to be filtering each other. So I have to disconnect them. Come back here. So you can just duplicate this also. Yeah, I'm bringing the fourth period here. So this is the fourth period. So this one is filtering this. Let's go back to our relationship. Yeah, we have a relationship here. Disconnect it. Yep. So this is it. So now we have to synchronize this filter also. Our filter is this is our synchronized filter action. Yeah. So you see we have this. So now we can now attach each and every period. This maybe you want to attach this period to calculation. You can now use select function to attach this one to the calculation that you want to be changing. So that is how it works in Power BI. No matter how the period, how many slicer you have, just create a table for that slicer and synchronize it, and boom, we have it. So now let's jump into Tableau and let's see how it works in Tableau. So now we have Tableau now, right? So what you're going to do is you have to create a parameter. So we have a parameter here. So just limit like period 1, right? And make it a string. Just list it. We have M1, M2, M3, M4, and M5. So let's just so this is just it, right? This is it, period 1. So now to do this, now we have to create 5 buttons for each each month. 2, 3, 4, 5. So just switch it. Edit the axis and make sure it is 0 to 1. Right, is 0 to 1. Edit the axis of this one also. Custom 0 to 1. Edit the axis. Make sure it is from custom 0 to 1. The same thing with this one. Edit the axis. Custom 0 to 1. Edit this one also. Custom 0 to 1. So let's hide this either, and then this is so we have this. So now this is our main of 1, this is our month 1. So make sure the name of what is here, M1, it seems as in our parameter we have this, right? So put it on details and put it on label like this. So come to second one also, M2, put it on details and put it on label by holding your control, and same thing, M3, put it on same thing, M4, and label, and M5 label. So add the label to be in the middle, right? So just come here, come to all alignment middle. So that's it. So I want to, let me just make this thing to be nicer. Let me remove all the lines. I don't want the lines. I want the row divider and the column divider. I don't want this, and I don't want this also. So now it's looking neater. So let me just clean the remove the tooltip. So now how am I going to do the selection, right? So just click here as I selected M1. So if M1 is selected M1, right? So that's your period is equals to M1. Just that's it. And put it on color, right? So you see, because let's show our parameter. M1 is selected, that's why we have to. So let's duplicate this one also, duplicate and edit it and write it as M2 and change this one to 2, right? And come here and change it to color. So duplicate it and selected M3, right? Come to this place also, select M3 and put it on color, right? M2, we have this, so M2, why is M2? So duplicate this one also, edit it and 4, right? 4 color. So we have M5, same thing again, duplicate it edit it, and 5n. Right, so let's put it here. Right, so our M2 is not working perfectly. This is our M1. Selected M1, selected M2. Why is it not working perfectly? Let's say. So why is it not working perfectly? Okay, 1, 2 is not working perfectly. So let's show the legend. So let's see our parameter again. M1, M2, M3. Okay, so let's change the color. If M2 is true, I want this, right? So now M1 is false. If it is false, I want something like this, right? Now this is let me change to something like this. I want white. So let's do the same thing for the others. So M1 is selected, right? M1 is selected. If M1 is selected, I want this color, right? So M2 also, come here, click on color, edit. M2 is false, I want white. So now we have something like this. So M3, when M3 is false, also I want white. M4 is false, I want white. And M5 is false, also I want white. Double click on it and let's see. We have something like this, right? So now let's change it to M2. This is it. So let's change to M3. Now this is blue. So let's go back to this and let's choose this. It's true. So if this one also, let's click on M4, right? Double click it, click here, and this is it, right? M5. So let's choose it again. This is M5. So let's come here and change to this. Now we have this like this. Now all is working perfectly. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. So let's bring to our dashboard. Let's go to our dashboard and let's bring in this one. Let's just float it and bring in this one, right? And let's move all these ones. So yeah, so remember that we want to have 3 to 4, right? So just come here and duplicate these sheets, duplicate, right? And this is the second part, this is the second one. So now if you want to have 4, do the same thing also, duplicate it as many times as possible that you want to have in your dashboard. As simple as that. So what you want to do is you want to control, like if you click on this, it should filter, like it should change, right? So let's come back, let's go to dashboard, action. So now parameter, change parameter action, selected. Let's just mean as selected. So this is the 2 sheets. What is the parameter? This one, right? What is the source feed? So if M1 is selected, M1. So another one selected, M2, 2M rather. So this is it. Just choose 2 here. Another one just for 5 times. Selected 3M, right? 3. So the same thing again. Okay. 4, right? This is the parameter. 4M, right? Let's do the same thing again. 5M. The 2 sheets. We want to affect the 2 sheets. 5. Yeah. So let's test it. Yeah, you see, it works. So if you want to have the third one, just duplicate the sheet again. Duplicate. We have this. Come to your dashboard level. Bring it in. We have this, right? Bring it in, and in your parameter action also, Yeah, you see now in your parameter action, you go to your parameter action, you will see that the three sheet has been added. So if you want to have the fourth one, duplicate the fourth sheet also, duplicate it, come to your dashboard, bring it in, and it should be working. So that's how it works in Tableau and Power BI. See you in the next class.